Hey, and welcome to my channel. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name's Créde. I'm a high performance and trading psychology coach, and my channel is all about in-depth trading psychology insights to help you perform better in your trading and level up your wealth. In this video today, we're talking about a topic that's a little bit left field for the area of trading psychology, but it's an important one. We're asking the question, can the universe co-create your trading success? And an increasing number of traders who follow the law of attraction and manifestation believe so. That's not to say that they're throwing their trading plans out the window and just waiting for the universe to deliver money into their accounts. Not at all. They're leveraging the principles of the law of attraction and manifestation to improve their trading results and to increase their wealth. The reason why I wanted to address this topic is one, because I have a huge personal interest in it. I'm definitely a follower of the law of attraction and manifestation, and I've used these principles in my own life to generate great results. But secondly, I'm seeing that these topics are becoming more and more popular within the trading community. And I know this because the number of one-to-one traders that I work with, and also my clients who take my Go Deep to Level Up Your Trading course, are mentioning this spontaneously in conversations. They're talking about having an interest in this topic, and they're wondering how they could apply it within their trading. So this video is really to fill that gap. It's to give you specific tools that align with the law of attraction and manifestation that make sense when you're thinking along those lines, that you can use to actually make an impact within your trading. But I'll also say that if you're an absolute skeptic of these topics, if you have no belief whatsoever in the law of attraction and manifestation, this video is also for you. And it's an interesting point around this. All of the techniques that I'm about to discuss that align with these principles are actually also techniques from psychology that are backed by cold, hard scientific evidence. So whether you're a believer or a non-believer, these techniques can help you in your trading, and there's scientific evidence to prove that. To give you a quick insight into how popular this topic is becoming, I recently ran a Twitter poll, and 60% of traders reported believing in the law of attraction and manifestation. 27% reported not believing, and 13% didn't have a clue what I was talking about. So this seems like a good point to actually explain in detail what is the law of attraction and what are the principles of manifestation and how can they help you in your trading. This topic has been popularized in recent years, and it's reached the mainstream mainly through the work of gurus like Joe Dispenza, Oprah, and Deepak Chopra, and many others besides. But actually, the law of attraction and the concept of manifestation have their roots stretching right back to the 1st century. So it's really important to understand that this is not a new thing. It's not a new age concept. It's something that has literally been around for centuries. Okay, but what is it? At its most basic, the law of attraction states that what you focus on is what you bring into your reality. It's based on the principle of like attracts like. And according to this law, you need to choose your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, and your energy wisely. Because if you're pushing out negativity into the world, then you will be attracting more negative experiences into your reality. How might this work in trading? So let's imagine that you've had a red day, you're really frustrated, you're beating yourself up, and you're dwelling on the fact that you feel like a failure, you've made mistakes, this means you're not going to be a successful trader, and you're going to have to make up for it tomorrow. That's the energy that you're in. Those are the negative thoughts that you're giving focus to. And based on the law of attraction, the more that you pour fuel on that fire, the more likely it is that you're going to attract that negative experience back into your reality. If you're unconsciously sending out negative thoughts, beliefs, energy, and words into the world, then this law states that that's what you'll attract towards you. You'll attract negative experiences towards you because they will be on the same frequency as the energy that you're emitting. But conversely, if you want to upgrade the quality of your reality, then you can leverage this law to intentionally choose positive thoughts, beliefs, energy, words, send that out into the universe, and this means that you will attract higher vibration results and experiences. So let's give a realistic example. If you want that beachfront mansion, you're not going to get it by dwelling on how many losing trades you had today and indulging your negative self-concept as a victim of the market. Manifestation, then, is the process by which people leverage the law of attraction to bring about desired results in their physical reality. So dream holiday to Hawaii, massive increase in your trading account, or ditching your 9-to-5 job to become a full-time trader. You get the idea. The manifestation process relies on a number of specific principles that talk about how a person should actually practically go about upgrading their reality. So what if you're a diehard fan of only scientific evidence-based techniques And all of this sounds a little woo-woo for you to be able to invest your trust in and potentially the health of your trading account. Here's the good news. There actually is a scientific basis for the principles of manifestation. At least that is, if we're looking through the lens of performance psychology. Each of the following manifestation techniques that I'm about to share with you has been proven in the field of performance psychology with scientific research and evidence, albeit without direct reference to the law of attraction and manifestation. So this research was conducted purely through the lens of performance psychology. It just happens that the techniques cross both of these schools of thought. The main difference between performance psychology and manifestation is the exact mechanism by which these techniques achieve their results. From a performance psychology perspective, the efficacy of these techniques comes down to changes within the person themselves. So activation of neural pathways or reprogramming of the subconscious mind and beliefs that impact our actions. Manifestation, on the other hand, incorporates the role of a higher power or a universal consciousness that co-creates reality with us, so that when we use these techniques, we are collaborating with this higher power, and that's what brings about the results. But the bottom line is that believers and non-believers alike can benefit from these 7 trading psychology techniques that I'm about to share with you that also align with the principles of manifestation. Number 1, be specific about what you want. When it comes to stating our desires, trading related or otherwise, the more specific we can be, the better. Imagine trader 1 who has a goal of becoming a consistently profitable trader versus trader 2 who has a goal of increasing their trading account by 10% every month so that by the end of the year, they'll be in a position to leave their 9-to-5 job and become a full-time trader. Obviously, trader number 2 has a much more focused and intentional vision for what they're trying to bring about. That allows them to take much more specific and impactful actions in order to achieve their goal, making them much more likely to actually achieve it. Number 2, write down your goals. Very simple, but very powerful. According to performance psychology research, people who write down their goals are much more likely to achieve them than people who don't. So there's actual scientific studies backing this up. And these studies also show that the people who wrote down their goals were much more likely to persist in the face of adversity. They were more confident in their ability to achieve their goals, and they were more highly motivated to take difficult actions to achieve the goals. So ultimately, they were more successful because of it. According to manifestation, yes, the first step is being very clear about what you desire. And then the second step is actually asking for it. So petitioning the universe for what you desire or your goals through the use of means like journaling, prayer, meditation, visualizing what you want, or maybe creating a vision board. Technique number 3, take intentional action towards your goals. It's not enough to just state what you want to the universe and then lie back in a sunbed and expect the universal tide to bring you your desired results. It doesn't work like that. The first step is stating what you want, but the second part of the process is taking intentional action. And I'm stressing the word intentional here because it pays to be very strategic and focused regarding the actions that you take to achieve your goals. Let's use a trading example to make this really concrete. If you're the trader who wants to increase their trading account by 10% every month, then you can't just focus on the P&L and expect success. The trader who only sets goals related to the P&L and the amount of profit that they want to make each day is actually setting themselves up for failure. Because the only way to be truly successful in trading is to consistently execute your trading plan, and therefore your goals should be aligned with this fact. Instead of setting a goal that purely focuses on a profit target for the day, set a goal that focuses on the execution of your plan and holds you accountable to that as a measure of success. So for example, 90% or higher of all trades taken met my A+ setup criteria. If you use that as your measure of success, it will shift your focus to actually executing your trading plan as effectively as possible. And then the profits will take care of themselves. From a manifestation perspective, you are co-creating your success with the universe. So you have to take intentional action in order to meet the universe halfway. And the more specific and focused these actions can be so that they are directly aligned with the goal that you want to achieve, the quicker you're going to see results. Technique number 4, practice gratitude. The present moment holds a lot of power when it comes to psychology and to manifestation. In the midst of striving to create this future that you're envisioning for yourself, it's important to stay anchored in the present moment and to be very thankful and to acknowledge the good things that are currently in your life and the prosperity and abundance that is already available to you. So taking some time to actually notice and acknowledge these things each day. From a manifestation perspective, it's also important to acknowledge the small ways every single day that you're moving that bit closer towards your goals and that the universe is delivering on your desires. Keeping a daily gratitude journal is a great way to magnify your awareness of all the love, abundance, luck, and prosperity that's currently in your life. And this can be as simple as just keeping a journal and noting down 5 bullet points at the end of every day of things that you're grateful for that happened that day or that are in your life currently. Practicing gratitude in this way has been shown to have a huge range of benefits. Everything from boosting your immune system to lowering your blood pressure to improving your sleep to increasing your confidence and resilience. The benefits of practicing gratitude are practically endless. And this has been demonstrated by scientific studies. From a manifestation perspective, gratitude really raises your vibration to that of abundance and prosperity. It completely eclipses any scarcity thinking, and it trains your mind to focus on the ways in which your needs are constantly being met and filled by the universe. Technique number 5, let go of internal resistance and limiting beliefs. Your subconscious mind rules 95% of your actions, and your conscious mind only controls 5%. So if there's any misalignment or contradiction or conflict between the beliefs that are sitting in your subconscious mind and what you're consciously trying to achieve with your goals, the result will be self-sabotage. So in trading terms, if your subconscious mind holds a belief like all people who have money are greedy, or I don't deserve to have wealth, well then that's the belief that's going to be ruling your actions when you're trading. And so even if your conscious goal is making all the money, what will happen is you'll find yourself engaging in things like revenge trading, trading on tilt, maybe even hesitating to get into a trade and sabotaging your opportunity to make money. So beliefs like these can actually be at the root of breaking your trading rules and indiscipline. So to reach your trading potential, you have to become aware of any potential ways that your subconscious mind is not aligned with your conscious goals. So that means getting right down to these core beliefs and understanding what limiting programs might be running in your subconscious that are coming out to play when you're trading. And the best way to know that this is happening is if there's any element of indiscipline or breaking your rules happening in your trading. This is the first place to start, is to identify these beliefs. But then once you've done that, it's actually possible to completely reprogram your subconscious mind for success. And one of the most effective tools for doing that is actually affirmations. And affirmations are repeating positively framed, very specific statements that reframe these limiting beliefs. So there's a whole art to creating effective affirmation scripts. And if you want, I have a link to it here or in the description box below as well. A free audio resource for traders. So it's Affirmations for Traders. So if you don't want to go to the effort of creating your own script, I've recorded an audio that's freely available on YouTube, and you can just listen to that daily to reprogram your mind for success. Affirmations are an absolute foundational piece of the manifestation process, but they're also grounded in the science of hypnotherapy and also self-talk in sports psychology. Technique number 6, visualize success. Visualize the end result of what you desire as if it's already currently happening and present in your life. So if you want your bank account to hit 7 figures, then imagine yourself opening up that banking app and seeing that figure staring you in the face. Or if your dream is to be able to trade from a tropical beach, then imagine yourself feet in the sand, sipping Mai Tais and closing your laptop down after another successful trading day. Within the performance psychology field, there are studies dating back to the 1940s to support the efficacy of visualization for enhancing performance. And with neuroimaging studies, we can actually see that when we imagine something happening, we're activating the exact same neural pathways as if the thing was happening in real life. Our brain can't tell the difference. So when we use visualization or mental imagery as a technique to bring about our goals, then it's as if we're actually rewiring our brain for success. The key to successful imagery is making the images as vivid and realistic as possible. The more vivid the images are, the stronger the emotional response that we will have to those images, and the more impactful they will be in terms of actually bringing about our desired results. And from a manifestation perspective, it's this emotional charge that actually raises our energetic vibration to the energetic vibration of that which we desire, therefore bringing it into our physical reality. Finally, technique number 7, act as if. Take the actions that you would take if your goal had already been achieved, if that desire was already in your physical reality. So maybe go and set up a viewing for that 5-bedroom villa that's been sitting on your vision board. Donate 10% of your current trading profits, even if it's only a very small number, to that cause that's really close to your heart. Or maybe even get up and dress in a suit and tie before you start trading, even if you're trading just from your bedroom, so that you can feel the level of professionalism that you would feel if you were trading for a living and if you were making the level of salary that you want to be making from trading. All of these small intentional actions reinforce to your subconscious and conscious mind that success is imminent and that you have unshakable confidence in your ability to achieve these goals. Not only are you raising your vibration in manifestation terms, there are actually a lot of psychological benefits to that increase in confidence. So the research says that people with higher levels of confidence in their ability to execute a task or to achieve a goal will persist for longer in the face of adversity. They will continue to have higher motivation in the face of setbacks as they pursue their goal. And they will also set more challenging goals for themselves. So they set their sights higher and are much more likely to achieve their goals than their counterparts with lower confidence. And if you're looking for inspiration to act as if, we can turn to the actor Jim Carrey. So Jim Carrey famously wrote himself a check well before he was famous and had made the big bucks. And he made it out to himself for acting services rendered for $10 million. And then he put this check in his wallet and he had dated it Thanksgiving 1995. He carried it around in his wallet for years. And then just before Thanksgiving 1995, he received notification of his role in Dumb and Dumber and that he was going to be paid $10 million for the role. So here's your quick recap of the 7 techniques. And remember, whether you follow the law of attraction and manifestation, or whether you're looking at this from a pure trading psychology perspective, there's rationale as to how using these techniques can really improve your trading and increase your wealth. If you like these tips and you're looking for more in-depth insights into how to improve your trading, then feel free to check out my free on-demand masterclass, The Complete Trading Psychology System to End Destructive Habits and Reach Pro-Level Consistency in 8 weeks. Even if you're starting with 0 willpower and you're breaking your rules every time that you trade. And I'll leave a link to that masterclass in the description box below. And remember, it's free and it's on-demand access. See you in the next video.